Hi, I'm Anastasia. Welcome to this gentle yoga flow session. This is appropriate for anyone who a general yoga practice is safe for. However, this is prenatal focused, so we won't be doing any deep twists, lying flat on the belly or lying flat on the back. Of course, you're welcome to continue to do so if that's safe for you. Our focus today is on skin tone and elasticity. Generally speaking, proper hydration and nutrition along with safe exercise promotes our skin tone and elasticity. But it's something that lots of people are concerned with who are already doing those things, and definitely pregnant women focused on that as well as certain parts of our bodies grow and expand. So our postures today to help with that more than in just the general way that we're doing movement. We're going to focus on hip and hamstring flexibility and core strength through doing gentle twists. And archer pose, which we'll work up to toward the end of our practice today, is specific for skin tone and elasticity. Go ahead and find yourself a comfortable seated position. It does not have to be crossed legs, but it can be. Sit up nice and tall. Stack one vertebra on top of the other, crown of your head reaching up to the ceiling. You can turn your palms upward in your lap if that feels good. Give your shoulders a big roll up to your ears and down and back, creating a nice open space in your chest to receive your breath. You're welcome to close your eyes as you bring that focus inward. Start to move your breath in and out your nose only. Long, slow inhales, filling up the chest cavity and abdomen completely with air. And full exhales, pushing out every drop of that breath. We can think about this expansion and contraction of the abdomen as core work, which it is, especially if we're being intentional about it. Excuse me. With your next few inhales, take a little inventory of your body, noting how all the different parts of it are feeling today. If any part of it is in need of some extra care or attention, just make a mental note of it so that you can do so throughout our practice. With your next few exhales, let go of your day. Anything you've already done, whatever you have left to do, anything troubling your mind or your spirit, just drifting away. With your body and mind connected in this space, please silently set an intention for your practice. It could be something physical, like developing greater flexibility, or something mental, like finding peace. Set yours silently now. Maintain this nasal breath throughout our practice. You're welcome to have your eyes closed at any time. Just be aware that this affects your balance. Keeping the shoulders back, and in your comfortable seat, drop your chin toward your chest. Roll your right ear toward your right shoulder, letting gravity take that stretch through your neck, that trapezius muscle in the shoulder. Chin rolls toward your chest, left ear toward left shoulder. Chin rolls toward your chest, right ear toward right shoulder. If you would like, you can bring that left arm out to the side. If you would like, that right hand can come to the side of the head. Release, rolling your chin toward your chest, left ear toward left shoulder. If you would like, right fingertips reaching long, and if you would like, left hand to the side of your head. Release your head, roll your chin toward your chest. Inhale, open the arms, lift the chest and face. Exhale to round, rounding the whole spine. Follow your breath. Know that we never have to move in unison. We never have to use the same ranges of motion. After your next exhale, find neutral spine. And we'll send those legs out in front of us. Stretching those legs long. I'll turn sideways just a little bit for a better view. Sitting tall, we can just place those hands in the lap. We're going to alternate pointing and flexing the toes. So we're really pulling the toes back toward the face and then really sending the toes down toward the floor. Once they feel pretty even, let's roll those ankles outward. And roll those ankles inward. Feet can come to neutral. We'll place the hands behind you and just gently lift the chest and rib cage. Maybe looking up or dropping the head back if that feels good. And release. We're going to bring those legs all the way in for bound angle. So those heels can come as close to the groin as they are able. Go ahead and face you again. We're going to hook those toes with our peace fingers, sitting tall. And we'll take a gentle twist from here. Hold on with that left hand and open the right arm, following with your gaze, gently twisting. Trying to keep the spine sitting up nice and tall. Release to center. And we'll open that left arm back. This is Nefertiti and she loves yoga. Following as much with your gaze as you are able. Let's do it one more time each way. And again. Very nice. Let's take those legs out in front of us again. This time actively flexing the toes. We're going to do a hinge with some movement. Let's reach those arms up tall. We're going to hinge at the hips, reaching toward the toes, just taking it as far as you're able. If you need more space for your tummy, just open those legs a little bit. So we're going to come up with the inhale and hinge with the exhale. Keeping that spine neutral, so as we hinge forward, we're gazing between the legs. Really try to reach long. See if we can increase that range of motion with each hinge. And on the next hinge, we're going to stay there. reaching the top of the head forward as we look downward. Come back up to sitting tall. We'll bring those feet back into our bound angle. And this time we're going to place the hands behind and just open the abdomen and chest from here. You can drop the head back if you want. Come on back up. We can bring those legs out just a little bit. You are going to pick up your right leg. Now we're just going to leave that left leg in a comfortable kind of neutral position. And if you're pregnant, you're just going to take the leg outside your belly, kind of lifting it up towards your armpit. If you're not, you can keep it right in front of you and draw in. So we're going to grab underneath that leg. We're going to lift it up, sitting as tall as we can, drawing that knee inward, flex your toes. From here, let's extend that leg as far as it is able to go, just stretching that right leg long through the hamstrings and calf. Let's take one more extension, and we'll bring that right leg down. And now we'll grab under the left, taking it outside the abdomen if needed. Flex your toes, and we'll extend that leg 5 times. Keeping those shoulders down and back, sitting up tall. Recognizing how much our core muscles support us. In this position. Very nice. Let's release. We're going to take both of those legs wide. Take them as wide as what works for you. A good signal is if your toes can look up toward the ceiling. We're not too wide. So go as wide as what works for you. We're going to take those arms long. We're going to inhale. Exhale, twist toward your right. Just the twist for now. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist toward your left. Follow your breath as you inhale and exhale. Now inhale, center, exhale, we twist, and we reach in the direction of the toes. Maybe you're able to grab them, maybe not. It doesn't really matter if you can or you can't. Maybe you just touch that leg. Reaching toward those toes, breathe. Looking toward the leg. And release to center. And we'll twist the other direction. Rotate and hinge. Maybe grabbing on where it's convenient. If that doesn't work, that's okay. Release to center. And we're going to place the hands behind again and just open the chest. Dropping the head back if that feels good. And release. Let's go ahead and move on to our hands and knees. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, tops of the feet relaxed on the mat. If it feels better for you, better on the wrists, you can come onto your fists if those wrists need more support. Inhaling and exhaling through cat-cow. Inhale, face and hips lift, belly drops. Exhale to round, drawing the navel up and in. Follow your breath. contracting those abs as we arch upward, expanding and stretching the belly as we arch downward. After your next exhale, find neutral spine. Spread your fingers wide, index fingers forward, tuck your toes, lift back and up to downward facing dog. Look through your legs, press your chest back towards your thighs. Feel free to pedal through your feet or wiggle your hips. Just doing what feels good here. And let's drop onto those knees, taking them as wide as you would like. Big toes together behind you. Forehead comes down to the mat. You can reach your arms long, hands behind your head in prayer, or around your legs. Whatever feels good for you in child's pose, you're welcome to come to that rest anytime you need it. If something doesn't work for you, or you just need a little break, let's come back to all fours. Again, taking a couple more cat-cows. Expanding and contracting. After your next exhale, find neutral spine. Spread your fingers wide, index fingers forward, tuck your toes, lift back and up, downward facing dog. Look through your legs, press your chest back towards your thighs. You can pedal or wiggle. Let's go ahead and walk the feet up toward the hands. They're somewhat separated as we relax into forward fold. Top of the head draws toward the mat. Shake it yes and no. Make sure it's dangling heavy, like a bowling ball from a string. Grasp your elbows if you'd like, and rock or sway. Release the elbows, soften the knees, and roll up one vertebra at a time. You can support on the thighs if needed. Head comes up last, and those shoulders move up toward your ears and down and back. Abdomen in and tailbone pulled under. Here in mountain pose, Tadasana. Ensure that your breath is moving in and out your nose only. Remind yourself of your intention. We'll begin our sun salutation today with a chair pose. So in chair pose, we want the feet hip distance apart. So we're talking about the bony part of the hips, not like the outside of the hips. So right underneath those hip bones, everything pointing forward. When we sit down, you want to make sure the knees do not drop in. They do not drop outward either. Right in line. We take a big inhale, reach up. Exhale, sit back into your imaginary chair. We can look down to make sure hips, knees, ankles, and toes are all pointing in one direction. We also want to tuck that tailbone and draw the abdomen in. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Next inhale, stand tall. Exhale, fold. Relax your head and neck. Inhale, half lift, look forward, flatten your back, touching shins, thighs, or the floor. Exhale, hands come down. Walk, step, or jump to your plank. You can be on your toes or on your knees if your back needs more support. We inhale at the top, exhale, chaturanga. Your elbows go straight back as you float down. And we won't let that belly come all the way to the floor. If you're pregnant and it's not safe to be on your belly, we can come up to cobra or upward facing dog. So in our cobra, palms and tops of the feet, in our cobra, palms and thighs are connected to the floor. Hands are underneath the plane of the shoulder. In our upward facing dog, we're scooched forward a little bit and hovering over our mat, palms and tops of feet. Let's release into a child's pose. We'll come through our child's pose today as part of our sun salutation. Not a traditional part of it, but it sure does feel good. Come back to hands and knees. Tuck your toes, lift back and up, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk, step, or jump forward. Feet that hip distance apart as you melt into forward fold. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, palms to your heart. Again, we inhale. Exhale, sit back into your imaginary chair. Again, we're looking for hips, knees, ankles, and toes all pointing forward, not falling in or out. Right in line. Tuck the tailbone, draw the abs in. Bring your hands to your heart and twist to your right. Gently rotating, maybe looking over that shoulder. Trying to keep those knees in line. Lots of challenge. Release to center. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, fold. Relax your head and neck. Inhale, half lift, look forward, flatten your back. Exhale, hands come down, walk, step, or jump to your plank. From your toes or your knees, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga, elbows go straight back as you float down. Scooping in to your cobra or upward facing dog. And again, if you are not pregnant, if it's safe for you to come all the way to the belly, you are welcome to. Release into your child's pose. Finding all fours again. Tuck your toes behind you, lift back and up. Downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk, step, or jump forward. Release and fold. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, palms to your heart. Once more, take a big inhale, lift. Exhale, sit back into your imaginary chair. Abdomen and tailbone pulled in. Look down to make sure hips, knees, ankles, toes all pointing forward. Palms to your heart. Inhale, exhale, twist to your left. Try to keep those knees even. Untwist. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, fold. Relax your head and neck. Inhale, half lift, look forward, flatten your back. Exhale, walk, step, or jump to your plank. Knees or toes. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga, float down. Inhale into your back bend of choice. And exhale, child's pose. Coming to all fours. Tuck your toes behind you, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, move forward. Release and fold. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, palms to your heart. Pausing here in Tadasana. strong spine, strong core. Thumbs at your heart, feel it beating. Ensure that your breath is moving in and out your nose only. Remind yourself of your intention before we continue to move. We're going to go ahead and step it wide. So we're in that very wide position. Toes are looking outward, knees are looking outward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sitting down into goddess pose with cactus arms, elbows draw down and back. Try to pull the abdomen in again and tailbone tucks under. So if we're looking from the side, we don't have this excessively arched back. We're drawing in a little bit to keep our spine safe. Extend the arms and legs. Toes look forward. Inhale. Exhale, dive it down. Grab on wherever is convenient. Maybe your calves, your ankles, maybe your big toes. As we energetically draw the top of the head toward the mat and the tailbone reaches high. Feeling that deep stretch through the hamstrings and the hips opening. We started the tailbone to roll up carefully and slowly. We don't want to pop up from this position. It can make us feel dizzy, and I don't want you to feel dizzy. Turn those toes outward again. We reach those arms. And now as we sit down into goddess pose, we're going to take the hands to the thighs. So now the butt is back. But the spine, we're going to let that back just arch a little bit. You are going to drop your left shoulder and look over the right for a gentle twist. You can push on that left inner thigh if you would like to more deeply open that hip. Release to center. Extend, toes look forward, we reach the arms, inhale. Exhale, left arm comes down, right arm comes up as we twist again. Now you could come onto the fist here, and if you're a little tighter in your hamstrings, we just take that tripod stance a little further out. You can soften your knees here too. Release that right arm down, and we roll up one vertebra at a time. Toes look out again. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbows draw down and back. Goddess pose, cactus arms. Toning those back muscles, the legs, the abdomen, the glutes. Breathe. You can sit down as low as what feels right for you. Extend the arms and legs. Toes look forward. Inhale. Exhale, dive it down. Grab on wherever works for you. Neck is very relaxed. Rolling up one vertebra at a time. Toes look out again. We reach the arms, inhale. Exhale, we bring it down to goddess, but our butt goes back and our hands go to the inside of the thighs, above the knees. Drop your right shoulder this time, looking over the left. Gentle twist. center. Extend the arms and legs, toes look forward, inhale. Exhale, right hand comes down, left arm comes up. You bring your gaze where you want. It can be down, to the side, up at the hand, whatever feels right for you. Release it down, and we roll up one vertebra at a time. Let's heel toe those feet in. And we're just going to give the feet a little massage here on the floor. We can work on that right one so we can roll that ankle around. We could come over the top of the toes, whatever feels good. I know we can sometimes have very sore feet for a lot of reasons, right? Either being in one position, being on our feet a lot, exercising a lot. Let's move to that other foot. Just life, maybe wearing an uncomfortable pair of shoes. So we'll just massage those feet a little bit, stretching them out, top and bottom. You're rolling those ankles a little. If you have a tennis ball at home, it can feel really good to put that tennis ball under your foot and roll the bottom of your foot for a little massage. We're going to move through that hip and hamstring opening series with gentle twists again. Legs are wide, toes are out. Reach those arms, inhale. Exhale, sitting down into goddess. Maybe you find this time you can sit down a little further. If not, that's okay. Inhale, stand tall, reach the arms, toes look forward. Inhale, exhale, dive it down. Wide leg, forward fold. We can gently rock more weight into the toes if that feels good. Might change the sensation a little bit. We can use our strong arms to pull downward. Let's go ahead and roll up one vertebra at a time. Again, toes look out. Inhale. Exhale, draw it down, but the hands come inside the thighs, butt goes back. Left shoulder drops, we look over the right. Release to center. Roll it up. Toes look forward. Inhale. Exhale, dive it down. Left arm down, right arm up. Rotate. Gaze where it works for you. Right arm comes down, head comes down. We roll it up. Turning those toes outward again. We inhale, reach. Exhale, sitting down into goddess pose with cactus arms. Reach those arms and legs, toes look forward. If we pigeon them in a little, we'll get a little stretch on the outside of the leg down through the side of the foot. Inhale, exhale, dive it down, grab on wherever works. Roll up one vertebra at a time. Toes look out again. Inhale, reach. Exhale, butt goes back, hands to the thighs. Drop your right shoulder and look over the left. And press on that inner thigh if it feels good. Release to center. Roll it up. Toes look forward once more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, right arm down, left arm up. Rotate. Release it down. And we roll it up. Let's walk it in. We're going to take a big inhale, lift. Exhale, dive it down. And we step back to find our child's pose. Taking those knees as wide as you want. Arms can reach, come behind the head, or around the legs. Again, reconnect with your breath and your intention. And let's go ahead and walk it up. Go ahead and sit up on your knees a little bit. I want you to tuck your toes. And now we're going to sit back. Might feel a deeper stretch through those toes now. And let's go ahead and release. You're going to find a seated position again. And we're going to be coming in to that archer pose. So all of those movements we did seated in the beginning of our practice are going to apply to that archer pose. But all that hip opening we did afterwards and gentle twisting is going to be helpful as well. So let's take those legs out. We're going to start here simply by stretching those hamstrings long. We're going to inhale, reach, and exhale, hinge. We're going to use those peace fingers to hook those big toes. If you need to bend your knees a little to get there, you certainly can. We're going to draw that right knee up toward the armpit. If you need to avoid the belly, you certainly can. We're going to use that strong arm to lift that leg up. If we can keep hold of the other toe, we will. If we can't, we're going to reach that arm. Inhale and exhale, release. Take your hands behind you and arch your back. Very nice. Again, we're going to take a big inhale, reach, exhale, hinge. Hook those big toes, bend the knees if needed. We're going to draw that left knee up toward the armpit. If we can keep hold of those right toes, we will. And using our strong core and strong arm, we're going to draw that elbow back and lift the leg. Breathe, 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 and release. Take those hands behind you This time we're gonna plant the feet and lift up into a tabletop. Can let that head come back if that feels good. Go ahead and release it down. And we're just gonna take those legs side to side. Releasing the back. I'm going to do that archer pose on each side one more time. It is a challenging one for me. I hope it's challenging for you too. Now, if you're not encumbered here, I'm 21 weeks today, you could have your legs together. Okay, I'm going to keep mine apart just to create a little space. Inhale, lift, toes are flexed back. Exhale, fold, grab on, bend your knees if you need to in order to grab. And try to keep that gaze just a little bit forward beyond those feet. Pick your right leg up, and if we can keep hold of that left leg, we will. Amazing how different our two sides can feel. Like you're pulling that bow. Inhale and exhale, release. Hands come behind you and just arch your back. Very nice. We take an inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Hook those big toes if possible. And now we're going to pick up that left leg, drawing it outside the abdomen if needed. Drawing the elbow back, keeping hold of those other toes if possible. Breathe, 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 and release. Hands behind you, feet hip distance, and we lift to tabletop. Drop the head back if that feels good. Release it down and rock those legs. I'm going to take an open twist to release the spine. And one more forward fold variation. You're going to cross your left leg over your right. It can be as far away as needed. Sit up tall. We don't want to compress the abdomen. So again, take that leg as far away as needed. If you're not pregnant, compress away, unless you have another contraindication. Inhale, lift. Exhale, open twist. An open twist is such a safe twist during pregnancy, where our chest and our belly is open away from us rather than crossing over. Spiraling those vertebrae up toward the ceiling. Inhale and exhale, release. Left leg goes long, right leg crosses over, sitting tall. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Release to center. Soles of feet together, heels far away from the groin, legs in the shape of a kite or a diamond. Inhale, exhale, hinging over your forehead, coming toward the insteps of your feet. If the forehead reaches them, we notice a wonder of the human body, that the arches of our feet, or the insteps of our feet, perfectly cradle the forehead. Inhale and exhale, release. As we prepare for Shavasana, please do anything else you need to do to get ready for that. If you are pregnant or for any other reason it's not safe for you to lie flat on your back as is traditional with Shavasana, please don't. You can be in a Sukhasana, which is just your comfortable seat, or you can lie on your side, whatever you need to do. I will guide us through our Shavasana and bring us all back to life together to close our practice. Let's go ahead and find that comfortable final relaxation. I want you to think about those areas we focused on today, all those areas of your body that you desire to improve that skin tone and elasticity. And I want you to intentionally relax them. Relax your legs, letting them melt into your mat. Relax the hips, letting them open. Relax your belly, letting it rise and fall naturally with your breath. Relax your face. Let the tongue drop away from the roof of the mouth. The jaw is not clenched. There is no furrow in your brow. Letting that natural breath take you away to somewhere very, very peaceful. Start to wiggle your fingers and toes, slowly waking them up. Rock your head from side to side. And when you're ready, Roll onto either side into a fetal position, unless you're already there. When you're ready, use your two strong arms to push you up into a comfortable seated position. Does not have to be crossed legs, but it can be. Go ahead and close your eyes again and sit up nice and tall. Remind yourself of your intention and thank yourself for working toward it. Know that you did something wonderful for your body, your mind, and your spirit. Take a big inhale, reaching the arms overhead. Exhale through the mouth. Thank you so much for letting me teach you today. Namaste. Thank you for joining, folks. If you subscribe to this channel, you'll get notifications for whenever I post a new video, which is weekly, staying on this gentle flow with prenatal focus. But again, it is appropriate for anyone who a general yoga practice is appropriate for. Thank you so much.